So today we're back to talk about what could easily be considered the ultimate Forex trading indicator in the entire industry, due to the fact that this indicator is not only easy to use, but it's also quite powerful, effective, accurate, and this is also an indicator that actually shows you where to enter your trades. So in this video, we're going to be talking about what this indicator is all about, but more importantly, I'm going to show you exactly how you can use it to your advantage. And again, guys, this is easy, not just for people who have trading experience, but this is also going to be great for beginners who have never traded before. And more importantly, I'm going to share with you some live trading of me using this indicator and following the same principles that I'll be sharing with you in this video, and we'll also go over the results. So let's go in and let's get started. All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Really excited to do this with you guys. And as you can see here on our screen, we are within our charting solution. You can see all these little indicators and points and, all these colors and, various things happening on our chart. This is the 20 pip and dip indicator. This is the indicator in focus that we're going to be talking about today. This is something we've been talking about recently here on our channel, guys. And for those of you who don't know, I've been trading for over 7 years, and this is the best indicator I have ever used. All right. And as we go along in this video, you're going to understand why that is. Okay. An indicator that is not only accurate, but also tells you where to enter your trades. All right. Very, very powerful. So I'm going to explain to you how you can use this. And of course, not only share with you how to use it, we're going to do some live trading so that you can see it live in action. And I'm also going to share with you how you can get your hands on this amazing indicator. And believe me, guys, once you finish this video and you watch it through, you're going to want to get your hands on this 20 pip and dip indicator. So stay tuned, bear with me to the end, and let's get started, okay? So actually, one other thing I do just want to quickly remind everyone that if you are new to the channel or if you haven't already, be sure that you subscribe, turn on notifications, because we are constantly posting new updates, not just on the 20 pip and dip indicator, but just everything related to trading in general. We like to keep everything simple, easy to follow for our beginner traders who are trying to find more information. And that way, guys, when we do go live with these new updates, you don't miss out. And if you find today's video helpful, which I know you will, give us a thumbs up, guys. Like our videos, as we appreciate and love your support. All right, so here we are, guys. We are within our charting solution. We need to be using TradingView in order to use this indicator, okay? Now, what I like to do, first focus on the 1 hour time frame, okay? So if you don't know what that means, if you go over here on the top left hand, you can see that there are different time periods that you can focus on. What I like to first start off with is the 1 hour time period. And what that means is that every single candlestick that you see here, in this case for the Euro USD, represents a 1 hour time period of data, okay? So we want to start, so what we want to do is use the 1 hour time frame to find our trigger candle, the candle that's going to tell us when to enter a buy or sell trade. And then we're going to be going into the 5-minute time frame in order to identify our entry points, stop loss, and take profit levels. Okay, guys, very, very simple. Like I said, there's various ways to use this indicator, but what I'm going to be sharing with you today is basically like the easy way intro for beginners on how to use it. Okay, so again, make sure that when you do get your hands on this indicator that you practice first, guys. All right, practice on a demo so that way you can get better acquainted and fully understand how this works. All right, so we're looking at the Euro USD. Okay. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, let's actually not use the Euro USD, because we've used examples of the Euro USD in the past. So let's try something a little bit different. Let's look at the Euro CAD, all right, something different. And having said that, guys, when you are using this indicator, keep in mind that this is something that you can use on various assets. But I do recommend that you focus on major currency pairs, okay? So like the euro, the Canadian dollar, the GBP, the US dollar. You don't want to be using this indicator too much on exotic pairs like the Russian or the Mexican, anything like that. You want to be focusing on major pairs, all right? Pairs that are commonly traded, throughout the industry, okay? And also you can apply this on commodities and cryptocurrencies as well. So keep that in mind if that is something of interest, okay? So let's look at, let's just open this up a little bit here. Let's look at let's see, we're going to do an example of a seller's market and a buyer's market. So basically for buys and sell trades. And I'm going to show you examples of both of them. This is very important, guys, because again, when you're trading, you're going to be doing one of two things. You're going to be entering trades for, sell trades or buy trades. So in this example for the 20 pip dip indicator, it is important that you understand how they work. Okay. So let's focus on the sell trade. We'll look at a seller's market. Okay. And we're actually going to use the replay feature. This is going to be pretty cool, so that way you can kind of see how it works. And we're going to place it, let's say, I don't know, let's say like right about here. Okay, so let's pretend, we're entering the market, we're getting ready to trade, we're looking at the Euro CAD, and obviously the first thing we want to do, guys, is make sure that we're in the 1 hour time frame, and then we want to identify the current market trend, right? So the market is currently, below the 50 moving average, so this indicates we're in a seller's market, we're in a sell trend, downtrend. All right, so when we're in a seller's market, we want to be looking for sell trades. Okay, so this is very important, guys, because you want to follow that trend. Okay, you never want to go against the trend. There's a very common saying that the trend is your friend, right? So in this particular case, with the examples I'm sharing with you, if you go against the trend, you're going to put yourself in a position of losing money, and of course you don't want to do that. So again, go with the trend. If we're in a seller's market, we're going to be looking for sell trades. Okay, now again, why are we looking at a seller's market? Because the market is below the 50 moving average. Okay, if the market's above the 50 moving average, we're looking at a buyer's market. Okay, so what we want to look for in this case, again, we're in the 1 hour time frame, is a trigger candle, a candle that's going to tell us in this case when to enter a sell trade. Now we can see that there's already a candle here telling us for a sell trade, but because we're in the 1 hour time frame, that was about 2 hours ago. So that opportunity has already passed. So don't worry, guys. Be patient. Being patient in trading, regardless if you're using 20 pip and dip or not, is crucial, because impatience is going to cost you a lot of money. So just be patient. Let's see what happens. We're waiting for that trigger candle. And as you can see, prices are fluctuating. They're fluctuating. And again, we're waiting for that trigger candle to tell us for a sell, and boom, look at that, guys. So again, we're in a seller's market because market is below the 50 moving average. So we're looking for a sell trade, and here we have our candle. Let me just blow that up here, guys, telling us to enter a sell trade. All right. So again, we're still in the 1 hour time frame. So what we want to do is take our vertical line. We're going to mark this. All right. And the reason why I want to mark this, guys, is because now we're going into the 50. We're going into the 5-minute time frame to identify not only our entry point, but our stop loss and take profit levels. Okay, so now we're in the 5-minute time frame. All right, and now this is why I like to use that vertical line, because over here it marks as where that trigger candle had occurred. All right, so when we enter the 5-minute time frame, we want to be looking for a confirmation before we just enter the trade. Okay, guys, again, be patient. And in this case, the confirmation goes as follows. Since we're looking for a sell trade, all right, because we're in a seller's market, in the 5-minute time frame, we want to make sure that the market is below the 50 moving average before we enter that sell trade. Okay, if the market was above the 50 moving average, which could definitely happen when you're looking for sell trades when you're using this indicator, that's all right, guys. All you have to do is wait for the candles to cross and close, all right, to cross the 50 moving average, close below and open before you enter that trade for a sell trade. Okay, but in this case, we don't have to do that because the market's already below. So now what we're going to do is grab our short position. We're going to enter it at wherever the market is currently fluctuating at. So let's just put it right over here. All right, now again, this is a 20 pip and dip indicator, so we're going to set our stop loss to 20 pips right about there, and 20 pip take profit. Okay, now this is the best part, guys, because now we've identified stop loss, which is right here, which is 1.52196, and take profit 1.51789. All right, now this middle area represents roughly around the current price that you're in right now. So what you want to do is go into your broker, enter the trade, copy this information, stop loss and take profits, plug it in, and then wait for those trades to close. Okay, so let's see what happens. So let's actually just narrow this a little bit. I'm going to drag this over, and let's see what happens. Let's click play. We'll use the replay. This is why I love the replay button, guys, so that way you can see how these trades can pan out. All right, let it run. Boom, look at that, guys. Check this out. Let me just scroll in a little bit, zoom in. All right, look at that. So see this over here. I'm gonna actually mark it right over here. This is the area where the in this case the euro CAD smashed our take profit level. Now this is really cool. Very, very effective, guys. All right, very simple principles that you have to follow. So let's just out of curiosity, let's get our little measuring tool. We entered around here, and we smashed to about close to 20 pips in profit. And so this trade took about 1 hour and 35 minutes, right? I know a lot of people are going to wonder how long these trades are going to close. This trading position, if you had taken it, would have taken you an hour and a half. Some trades last as long as a half hour, 45 minutes, an hour. Some trades run for as 5 hours, right? You really don't know, guys, but when you're using a strategy like 20 pips in dip, who cares? Just follow the principles that I shared with you, and you'll be able to pinpoint the most accurate positions possible. Again, no strategy is perfect, guys. Let me just clarify that as well. No strategy is perfect. You are going to have losing trades, whether you're following this indicator, this strategy, or any other strategy. You are going to have losing trades. But the goal here, and that's what the point of these strategies are, is to help you pinpoint the most accurate positions possible, so that way your winning trades outnumber your losing trades, okay? So that's a seller's example. All right, now let's go back to the 1 hour time frame. Let's clear all this up. Let's get rid of the replay indicator. All right, let's clean this up a little bit. All right, so that was a seller's market example. Now let's do a buyer's market example. Okay, now we're going to use the replay again, and let's say we're at this area. Okay, so we log in, looking at the Euro CAD, market is clearly above the 50 moving average, so that indicates that we are in a buyer's market. So now that we're in a buyer's market, the trend is going up, we're looking for buy trades. Why? Because we want to go with the trend, guys. Again, never go against the trend, because the trend is your friend. So now at this point, since we've identified in the 1 hour time frame that we are in a buyer's market, we're looking for that trigger candle to tell us when to enter the trade. So we wait. Again, guys, patience is key when it comes to trading. And there we have it, guys. So we have our candle that popped up. It's telling us when to enter a buy. So what we're going to do is take our vertical line, mark that trigger candle, and now we're going to go to the 5-minute time frame to identify our entry points, stop loss, and take profit levels, okay? So let's zoom in a little bit so that way we get a much clearer picture. Now, remember that confirmation rule that I told you, just like I told you in the seller's market, that if you're looking for a sell trade in the 5-minute time frame, you want the market to be below the 50 moving average before you enter that trade. Well, in this case, we're in a buyer's market looking for a buy, so we want to make sure that the market is above the 50 moving average, as you can see here. So this is what we want to look for, right? Market is above the 50 moving average. But let's say for this example that we entered this area, for the 5-minute time frame, and let's say that the market was, let's say, in this area, right? It does happen, guys. If it does happen, don't freak out, but also don't be in a rush to enter the trade. What we would do is wait for the market, for the candles to cross and close above the 50 moving average, and wait for this area, as you see here, where the candles open and close above the 50 moving average. If we were in this area, this is where we would enter the trade for a buy trade, okay? So just remember that, guys, when you're looking for that confirmation. So we're gonna get our, the long position. We're gonna mark it here where the market is. And again, 20 pips for take profit and 20 pip stop loss, all right? Now we go to our broker, we enter the trade, right? And we have our stop loss, which is right over here, 0.52367, stop take profit at 0.52769. So we enter those points into your broker, enter the trade, and let's see what happens, guys. All right, market's gonna fluctuate. It's gonna do its thing. Up, getting close, boom. Look at that. Smashed our take profit level at this area over here. Okay, guys, very, very simple. All right, very effective. All right, once you understand the principles I'm sharing with you in this video, you're gonna see how easy it is to use this strategy to your advantage to pinpoint winning trades. Okay, again, it's not perfect, but it works most of the time. So in this case, this trade would have lasted about 3.5 hours. All right, not bad, guys. Okay. So I hope you found this helpful in terms of the explanation, how to use it to your advantage. In a few moments, I'm going to share with you the footage of me trading live following the very simple principles that I just shared with you in this video. And of course, in that live segment, we're going to initiate trades and review the results. So definitely stay tuned, watch it to the end. But of course, at this point in time, you're probably wondering, how do you get your hands on this indicator. So let me clarify, guys, that the 20 pip dip indicator is actually something that is exclusive only for members in our trading group, okay? This is something that everybody is welcome to join, all right? It doesn't matter where you live, what country you live, what time zone you're in. This trading group is available for everyone, and it is by far the greatest trading group in Forex in the entire industry. If you are a beginner in Forex, if you're struggling in Forex, if you're looking for a way to succeed in trading, but you don't know where to start, whatever your reasons are, guys, if you just want to succeed in Forex trading, this is the place to go, because you get to learn how to trade, but you also get to make money at the same time, because you have various benefits, or I should say access to various benefits and features that are unavailable in any other trading group out there, guys. You're going to have access to live trading sessions, so that way you can learn, copy, duplicate what they're teaching you, make money at the same time. You're going to have access to trade alerts that are sent to your phone, just like a text message, so that way you can get those trade alerts and copy them into your broker and collect money from those trade alerts. You're going to get so much more, guys, from this group. It is unbelievable. And I'll leave information down below in the video description if you want to learn more. But again, including all the stuff that I just mentioned, there's a lot more that you'll get. But again, you'll also get access to this 20 pip dip indicator with no charge, guys. They don't charge for this indicator. And let me just clarify that there are a lot of places out there that charge for indicators that are not even as efficient as this. But again, guys, this is free for all members to join. So if you're interested, take a look, guys. And also, let me just clarify that there is a little bit of a free trial that you can kind of like get a little bit of a taste of what our trading group is all about. So if you learn all the information and you're not really sure exactly if you want to get started or if this is the right group for you, what you can do is sign up for the free trial, which I'll leave the link down below, so that way you can get notifications on a couple of trading signals that you can follow. But you'll also get alerts and updates about what's going on in our trading group, the progress, whether it be from the trading sessions, the trade alerts. You're going to get updated information. So basically you can kind of see what we're doing in the group, but also understand what you're missing out as well. So again, if that's something that you want to do, go for it, guys. But again, if you want to just jump forward, get started in your trading, succeed in trading, learn how to trade, make money at the same time, and of course, gain access to the indicator, get started today, guys. You won't regret it. So again, all that information is down below. If you need help, drop a comment, let me know. But let's roll the footage, guys. Watch me trade live in action following this indicator, and enjoy. Okay, guys, so for our first example, for this first trade, we're going to be looking into the Australian dollar, US dollar, all right? And of course, we want to look at a couple of things first. We want to identify the trend that we are currently in. As you can see, price is gradually going up, and we can also see that market is above the 50 moving average. So this is confirming that we are in a buyer's market, so we want to be looking for buy trades. Now, again, we are in the 1 hour time frame, and we do see that we have an indicator here for a buy trade. So this would be our trigger candle to get ready for, entering a trade in this position for a buy for Australian dollar, US dollar. So what I like to do, guys, in this case, again, looking at the 1 hour time frame, is I'm going to grab my vertical line here and I'm going to mark this trigger candle. Now, we have to figure out what our take profit stop loss areas are going to be. So in order to do that, now we have to narrow it down to the 5-minute time frame. So this is why I like to mark my trigger candle with the vertical line. Because within the 5-minute time frame, we can see that line is over here. So because we're in a buyer's market, obviously we're looking for buy trades, but another confirmation that we need to follow is to make sure that when we are in the 5-minute time frame, that the market is above the 50 moving average in the 5-minute time frame. Okay, so if it wasn't, of course we want to wait for it, and as you can see, market is above the 50 moving average. So in order to identify our stop loss and take profit values, we're going to take the long position tool, and we're going to mark it right here where the price is. All right, now again, this is the 20 pip and dip indicator strategy, so we're going to mark 20 pip. Hold on, let me just narrow this down over here, guys. Sorry about that. So again, 20 pips, right about that level. For take profit and stop loss will be the same for 20 pips. All right, guys, I hope that makes sense. So you can see, so let's go here to our broker so we can get ready for that trade, Australian dollar, US dollar. Now we're going to enter for a buy trade. I'm going to leave my lot size to 1. So take profit, all right, take profit level is this area over here, 0.67574. All right, so we'll go here to our broker, 67574. Stop loss 67174. 67174, right? So now we have everything. All right, so now we'll just enter. So we'll enter the trade, and we have it, and we have a trade, guys. So very simple, guys. All right. Going back to the 1 hour time frame, we are now looking at the euro versus the Japanese yen. Okay, so first off, again, a couple things to identify. We are in a buyer's market. You can see that the trend is going up, guys. All right, this is good, and of course, market is above the 50 moving average. So that's our confirmation that we are in a buyer's market. So we're looking for buy trades. Now we are a little bit late on this trade here. You can see that we do have a buy trigger candle over here. So that happened a little while ago, but we're gonna try and see what happens. So again, we're going to get our vertical line. We're going to mark our trigger candle. And again, we are right now in the 1 hour time frame. So we use the 1 hour time frame to mark our trigger candle and of course to identify these trigger candles. And then we're going to narrow it down to the 5-minute time frame. So that way we can, identify our entry points and of course our take profit and stop loss values. All right, guys, as you can see for the euro JPY, the market is above, it's getting close to the 50 moving average, but it is still above the 50 moving average. And this is what we want to look for when we're entering for a buy trade. Okay, so we're going to get our long position tool here. All right, we're going to enter it at around where the market is at this very moment. And again, we're using the 20 pip dip indicator. So we're going to set this to 20. All right, so what we're doing here is we're identifying our take profit and stop loss areas. And these are the points that you're going to see right here, guys. Okay, so let's go back to the broker, Euro JPY. All right, I'm going to use lot size 1, going for a buy trade. Take profit 119917. All right, 119917. So we're going to adjust this here. Oh, too far. 917. And stop loss 513. All right, click invest. All right, and there we go, guys. All right, so now we have 2 positions already, Euro JPY and and the Australian dollar, US dollar. So let's go back to the chart. And this is a beautiful thing, guys, about using the strategy is that when you enter a trade, don't drive yourself crazy staring at the charts. Because again, we don't know how long these trades are going to run. They could last a half hour, 45 minutes, an hour. They could even run 5 hours. So, don't just stand there sitting, driving yourself crazy and, watching these charts go up and down, because you're only going to, that's only going to drive you mad. And of course, you're just going to waste time. So during this time, while you're entering trades, go through the market, see what other positions you can identify. Going back to the 1 hour time frame. Oh, we're in the, what is this, Euro USD. Look at this, 1 hour time frame, Euro USD, buyer's market. As you can see, market above the 50 moving average. And yeah, so this is great, guys. This is a clear indication for another buy trade, because again, we're in a buyer's market, so we're looking for buy trades, and we have a trigger candle in the 1 hour time frame right over here. Okay, guys, so this is where we're currently at right at this moment. So again, 1 hour time frame, this is where we identified the trigger candle. Now we're going to go into the 5-minute time frame to identify where to enter. Now, this is very interesting, guys, and this is very important because there are going to be various times, again, in the 1 hour time frame, market is above 50 moving average, right? So of course, we're looking for a buy trade, but once you narrow down to the 5-minute time frame, this can happen sometimes where you'll see the market is below the 50 moving average, again, in a 5-minute time frame. So what we want to do, instead of jumping the gun like most people do, which is a big mistake, is we want to wait for retracement, all right? We want to wait for the market to cross and close above the 50 moving average in the 5-minute time frame before we enter the trade. Okay, guys? Now, it may not happen or it might, all right? So in the meantime, let's just wait. We'll come back to the Euro USD. So in the meantime, let's go here to EuroCAD, go back to the 1 hour time frame. All right, we had trigger candle here about a couple of hours ago, so we're a little bit late on that. So this could be the start of a downtrend. So at this point, there's nothing there we can look into. USD JPY, nothing there as well. Okay, GBP USD, all right, upward trend. Again, buyer's market. You see the price is gradually going up, and we are above the 50 moving average on the 1 hour time frame, and we have a trigger candle here for a buy indication. Okay, guys, so again, in 1 hour time frame, now we're going to narrow down to 5-minute time frame. Okay, so again, like I said about the Euro USD, we want to wait for the trade, for the market to close above the 50 moving average. So we'll wait for this candle to close, which would be in about 3 minutes, because again, we're looking at a 5-minute time frame. And if this candle closes above the 50 moving average, then we're going to enter a trade for the GBP USD. Okay, let's actually go back to the Euro USD and let's see how that's going. All right, so it's still below. So I think our next trade is going to be for the GBP USD. So we'll wait a few minutes, guys. Okay, guys, so going back to that GBP USD, as you can see, that candlestick has closed above the 50 moving average, and a new candle opened above the 50 moving average as well, because this is what we want to wait for, because we are looking for a buy trade. So now we're going to take our long position tool so we can identify our take profit and stop loss levels, and again, adjust it to 20 pips. So that's around there. All right, narrow this down a little bit, and 20 pips stop loss. All right, so this is for the GBP USD. We'll go back to our broker, GBP USD, lot size 1. And so take profit is going to be 24142. Take profit 24142. All right, so that's our take profit. Stop loss is 23741. Stop loss 23741. All right, and I just invested that trade. Okay, so that's for the GBP USD. Let's go back and let's see how that Euro USD is progressing. Where is it? Euro USD. Okay, so it is creeping up a little bit. So if it does cross the 50 moving average on the 5-minute time frame, because again, going back to the 1-hour time frame, we have a trigger candle for a buy, and again, we are above the 50 moving average. So when we go back to the 5-minute time frame, we want these candles to close and open above the 50 moving average to enter that trade. Okay, so let's wait a few minutes, and then we'll see if we can take this trade. Okay, guys, so I was waiting for that Euro USD to, kind of push up above the 50 moving average so we could enter that trade. But as you can see, it's kind of doing its own thing. I thought it was going to close above the 50 moving average here, but then it just decided to drop. So again, guys, this is where patience is very important when you are using, whether it be the 20 pip and dip indicator or any other indicator or strategy that you're using, guys. Patience is key. That's why I said before, and I'll say it again, don't rush the market. Let the market do its thing. And only when it's agreeable, when you have the confirmations, when you follow the criteria, that is the only time when you're going to enter that trade. So I think what we'll do is we'll just leave the Euro USD alone for the time being, but we have 3 trades already by following the 20 pip and dip indicator and the criteria that I explained in this video. So at this point on, guys, we're just going to simply wait for these trades to close. Again, we don't know how long it's going to take, but we're just going to let these trades ride and do its thing, and then we will review the result. So stay tuned. All right, everybody, we are back to review the results of those trades. I mean, granted, we only did 3 trades, but check this out, guys. Just by following this indicator, we were able to capitalize $183 in profit, all right? We did lose one trade. That was the Australian dollar, US dollar, which is perfectly all right because, I mean, granted, we did lose $171 on that trade, but, losing trades is normal, guys. That is, part of the game. That's part of Forex. But when you're using indicators and strategies that are as effective as you can see with the 20 pip and dip indicator, you are going to have your winning trades outnumber your losses, and that is the goal, and that is what we were able to achieve just with a small amount of just 3 trades. So with the winning trades, we were able to capitalize about 40 pips in profit. All right, so with the equivalent of what we did here for our trades, we were able to capitalize $183. So you can see, guys, that this indicator, 20 pips and dip, is extremely powerful. It's effective, but more importantly, it's easy and it's accurate. This is something that anybody can use, regardless if you have some experience or no experience in trading at all. And again, this is exclusive only for people who join our trading group, right? This is nothing that you have to pay extra for. This is free of charge. And on top of everything else that you'll gain access to, you can see that there is a lot of value in our group. This group is the best trading group in the industry. You will not regret it when you join it, guys, because again, you'll have access to so many features, not just the 20 pivot dip indicator, but the live sessions, trade alerts sent to your phones, and so much more. This is a service that pays for itself. All right, that is the beauty of this as well. I mean, just looking at the results here, I mean, look at this, guys, $183 in profits. We have earned beyond our membership. Okay, guys, this is an amazing turnout with just only a handful of trades, not even a handful of trades. So the choice is yours, guys. I'll leave that up to you. You don't want to miss out on this. I'll leave all that information below. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you found it helpful. And again, if you have any questions, drop a comment and let me know. And thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.